Most dog owners think they're doing everything right, feeding well, walking daily, giving love. But what if some of the things you believe about dogs are completely wrong? From outdated training myths to behaviors you've misunderstood for years, today we're exposing 7 lies you've probably heard. And yeah, some of them might be ruining your relationship with your dog. Before we start, make sure to check out our selected and recommended products linked down below. 1. You need to be the alpha. For years, dog owners have been told they need to be the alpha, the dominant leader who keeps their dog in line. Sounds powerful until you realize it's based on outdated research about wolves in captivity, not your dog chilling on your couch. Trying to dominate your dog with fear, intimidation, or those weird TV-style techniques doesn't build respect. It builds anxiety. And guess what anxious dogs do? They act out, ignore you, or even become aggressive. Real leadership isn't about being scary. It's about being consistent, calm, and clear. Dogs follow structure, not intimidation. So if you're out here trying to win a dominance contest with your own pet, congrats, you're fighting a battle that shouldn't even exist. 2. A tired dog is always a good dog. Just tire your dog out and all your problems disappear. Sounds great, until your dog is exhausted and still finds the energy to destroy your shoes like it's a personal mission. Physical exercise is important, sure, but it's only half the equation. Dogs also need mental stimulation. Training, problem-solving, even simple games can drain way more energy than just another walk around the block. If all you do is run your dog until it collapses, you're not fixing behavior, you're just delaying it. And eventually you end up with a super fit dog who's still bored out of its mind. Which is honestly worse. A truly balanced dog isn't just physically tired, it's mentally satisfied. Skip that part and don't act surprised when your tired dog is redecorating your house. 3. Dogs feel guilty when they mess up. You know that guilty face your dog gives after destroying something? Head down, ears back, avoiding eye contact. Looks like regret, right? Not even close. Dogs don't sit there reflecting on their mistakes like, wow, I really shouldn't have eaten that shoe. What you're actually seeing is a fear response. Your dog is reacting to your tone, your posture, your energy, not the crime itself. In other words, they're not guilty. They're just trying not to make things worse. Punishing your dog after the fact doesn't teach anything either. They won't connect it to what they did earlier. All it does is make them anxious around you, which, surprise, creates even more behavioral problems. So next time your dog gives you that sorry look, just know it's not an apology. It's damage control. 4. Old dogs can't learn new tricks. Somewhere along the way, people decided that once a dog gets older, that's it. No more learning, no more change, just vibes and bad habits forever. Convenient excuse, honestly. The truth, dogs can learn at any age. Puppies might pick things up faster, sure, but older dogs are often calmer, more focused, and actually easier to train in some situations. What changes isn't their ability to learn, it's your patience. Older dogs might need more repetition, clearer communication, maybe shorter sessions, but they absolutely can improve. So if your dog is older and still pulling, barking, or ignoring you, it's not because it's too late. It's because nobody consistently taught it what to do. Blaming age is just the polite way of saying you gave up. 5. If a dog wags its tail, it's friendly. A wagging tail doesn't always mean a happy dog, it just means an excited one. And excitement can go in a lot of directions, some of them straight toward your hand. Dogs wag their tails when they're stimulated, alert, or emotionally charged. That could mean joy, sure, but it can also mean stress, uncertainty, or even aggression. Context is everything. A stiff body, raised ears, intense staring with a fast wag. That's not a friendly greeting. That's a warning sign most people completely ignore. So if you're judging a dog's mood based only on its tail, you're basically guessing. And sometimes that guess ends with a very quick lesson you didn't want to learn. Pay attention to the whole dog, not just the tail. 6. Dogs will naturally know how to behave. Some people genuinely believe dogs just come pre-installed with good manners. Like you bring them home and they automatically understand, don't chew that, don't jump, don't bark at 3 a.m. That's not a dog, that's a fantasy. Dogs don't know your rules. They learn through repetition, consistency, and what gets rewarded. If your dog is jumping, barking, or stealing food, it's not being bad. It's doing what works. And if it works once, it'll try again, and again, and again. Training isn't optional. It's how your dog learns how to live with you. Skip that part, and you don't get a free-spirited dog. You get chaos with fur. So no, your dog won't magically behave. That part, that's on you. 7. One bad behavior means a bad dog. One mistake, one bad habit, and suddenly the dog gets labeled as difficult or problematic. Sounds fair if you ignore literally everything about how dogs work. Behavior is communication. If a dog is barking non-stop, chewing things, or acting aggressively, something is off. Lack of exercise, confusion, stress, fear, or just zero structure. But instead of asking why, most people jump straight to blaming the dog. There's no such thing as a bad dog because of one behavior. There's just a situation that hasn't been understood or trained properly yet. Fix the cause, not just the symptom. And suddenly that bad dog starts looking a lot different. Don't forget to check out our selected and recommended products. They might just be the perfect tools to make your life easier when it comes to caring for your pawed friend. So, how many of these did you believe? Be honest, at least one probably hit a little too close. The truth is, dogs aren't nearly as complicated as we make them, but the myths around them, that's where things go wrong. Fix what you believe and you'll start seeing real changes in your dog's behavior. And if this helped you, stick around. There's a lot more your dog wishes you understood.